Hi, I'm Tim Pomeroy and welcome to another edition of NRMA's Driver's Seat. Today we're looking at Mazda's upgraded SUV, the CX7. You'd probably expect us to have a look at this in more of an off-road context, but in reality this is where an SUV like this spends most of its time. Most SUVs or crossover vehicles live in an urban environment, and this is where this latest Mazda, the CX7 Classic, comes to the fore. It's actually only a two-wheel drive. Powering the CX7 Classic is the same 2.5 litre inline four-cylinder engine that you'll find in the Mazda 6 range, with a starting price of $33,990. You won't need much of what's in that oil tanker behind me with the new CX7. And the Mazda CX7 we're driving here today shares much of its mechanical architecture with the Mazda 6. The CX7 Classic has a 5-speed Active-Matic transmission. So going to your favourite camping area or fishing spot, you'd probably encounter roads that are like this. In reality, they probably wouldn't trouble a normal passenger car, but the extra ground clearance just makes traversing obstacles on the road that much easier. And this is one of the reasons why these vehicles are so popular. It's the easy entry and access and the nice high seating position. As the CX7 shares much of its mechanical underpinnings with the Mazda 6 range, it naturally has the tight turning circle that the 6 has. All the new upgraded Mazda CX7s now feature a reverse park camera. It's a great feature. Externally, the new CX7 hasn't changed that much. A larger grille and redesigned alloy wheels. No surprises when you're behind the wheel of a Mazda. The ergonomics are well laid out. The first thing you notice when you get behind the wheel of the CX7 is a nice placement of all the major and minor dials and instruments. It's got a nicely sized leather-wrapped steering wheel that frames the instrument cluster. Ahead of the driver there's a centrally mounted speedo, to the left there's a tacho, and on the right hand side there's two minor gauges for temp and fuel. The centre console here has the major controls, fan speed, aircon temp. Above them we've got the audio controls and the in-dash CD player. We've got audio controls that are also mounted on the steering wheel with the cruise control on the left hand side. Tilt and telescopic steering, auto headlamps on and off function, power windows and mirrors, and remote central locking. Safety wise, the Mazda has dynamic stability control, traction control and anti-lock brakes. And of course there's a full complement of SRS airbags. We drove a Mazda CX7 diesel a couple of days ago and the handbrake location was just here in the centre console, and for me it's a much better position than the foot operated brake on the classic two-wheel drive we're driving here today. So that's the Mazda CX7 Classic. It has all the functionality that the all-wheel drive versions have, but it doesn't come with the excess baggage that the all-wheel drive system and weight brings to a car like this. It's got the great attributes, high seating position, it's got the raised ground clearance, in and out is easy, it's got good forward and rear vision and a driving position that most people like. You can put a pram in the back, and for people that are never likely to go off-road, it's a good choice. We like the Mazda CX7. If you'd like to see more car reviews and tests, visit mynrma.com.au/motoring.